Perry, last game today for this team, won against Cardiff, knew it was going to be a difficult match. How are you feeling for that result, especially on your last day?
Yeah, couldn't have worked out better, to be honest, perhaps apart from a 94th minute free kick, but a fantastic strike, wasn't it, from the opposition player. But no, we had a real set game plan today, and we worked intrinsically on Thursday night for quite a bit of time in both how we feel we could break the opposition down and how we feel we had to stifle the opposition. I'm just really proud that the players put practice into performance, and the result followed, which was great.
It's been an emotional day today, but a good end to a good season. You get time to reflect back on this season. What's your evaluation of it going to be?
I mean, a few people have suggested it's not been the season we've wanted it to be because of the high standards and the achievements that have been made by the players in the past 2 or 3 years. So I've got to look at it and think practically and think we were still in with a chance of the title come mid-March, having lost several key players. We only went out of the FA Cup to a Super League opposition, and we went out of the League Cup this year to the champions of our division. So if you look at it in that context, plus the fact that we particularly in the past few weeks gave many debuts to many young players in the ranks, I think you can look at it fairly successful. It would never reach the heights that last season reached. It didn't, and we're all a little bit disappointed. But yeah, it's not been too bad. Yeah.
It's got to be pleasing as a manager to see all the young players coming through. How much pride can you take in the way the young players have come through this season?
I think I can take the glory for sure because I'm the one speaking to you now. But the pride must be taken by the development team coaches, some of the youth coaches. They're the ones who must take, and I think do take the pride. So Ben Pinnington, Cameron Morris and Kaylee Edwards sitting up in the stands, they'll look at those players coming on and think, yeah, I've done my bit. So being the first team manager, I take the glory. Yeah.
Just quickly, there was a nice moment at the end there where you went into the huddle and then applauded the fans. First of all, what was your message to the squad in that huddle and in the dressing room after the game? And also, how good have the fans been for you this season? Yeah,
they've been fantastic, and I think more than the message prior, or post game, it was the message prior to the game, and I just said to the players, I said, look, we can play this how we want. We can play this as an end of season game where nothing really means much, or you can play and you can show how desperate you are to put on the shirt and start for Pompey Ladies Football Club, and desperate to gain 3 points on the last day of the season. And if it's the latter, everybody who came down, I think it was a fairly big crowd, they will be back next season for you. So I've kind of put that ownership on the game for them, and like you've just seen in the performance, they chose the latter.
And what direction do you see Pompey Ladies going in next season?
I think it can only go up. I think we've got 40 players at this football club, and I think they're 40 of the best players in Hampshire. I'm not going to say they are the best 40 players, but they're certainly up there. I think if you were to name 70, 60 players in Hampshire and the local surroundings or in the local area, I think 40 of those would be our names. So I think there's a bright future. I think whoever comes in next has got an infrastructure on the fields that and a general now compliance from the players, and I can only see it going up. And I hope next season, if I come and watch in the stands, hopefully I will. I'm sure I will. I just really hope that the new manager, he or she, can get the same compliance from the players, and if they can, there's going to be some brilliant times to come.
Thank you very much.